So we are live, and I am in period 5, and this is going to be a quick redo of what we did yesterday, just in case somebody missed it. So I'm going back into MIT. Um, I got a lot of people that ask me, a lot of yours looks like this. You got backgrounds in here. Are you with me? Let's say you got a green background there, and then down here you got a blue background. A lot of people's look like that. What I like to do is go to my screen 1, go to my background image, put an image in there, and then I can go back to these horizontal arrangements and go to the color is none. Okay? This right here, color is none. This one over here, the color is none. All right? And I get a pretty good looking product doing that. Somebody asked me if these black lines are going to be there when you play it. The answer is no, they're not. Okay? It's just there for development purposes right now. Make sure that you have a camera, sound 1, speech recognizer, text-to-speech, accelerometer, and sharing down at the bottom. You need to go to your media box and drag those onto your screen. They will go to the bottom. Make sure you go to sensors and get an accelerometer, drag it to the screen. It will go to the bottom. And make sure you go to social, drag it over, and add it to the bottom. All right? You guys with me on that? So let's go real quick. I'll show you how quick it is to get the blocks we had yesterday. I'll even start over from scratch. So the first button I'm going to click on that I want to put an event for is to take a picture. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture. I'm calling my camera to do what? Take the picture. I want to go to my canvas, set the background image. Okay, after I take the picture, right? Set my background image to the image that I just took. That's it right there. Boom, done. All right. And then the person's going to go click on red and start going to their canvas and selecting paint colors on their canvas. So you go down to paint color and you set it to be the color of red. Any of those really would work. And now you can right click this, duplicate it, go to green, duplicate it, go to red. And we did all this yesterday, right? This is just review. Are you guys with me on that? Okay, make sure this one is blue. If not, it will give you an error message, and then, hey, that's saying, hey, you need to fix that. So what do? You go fix it. All right. I'm not drawing yet, so you need to go to your canvas, and you need to start drawing. You draw with a drag event, and you go to your canvas again and tell it to draw a line. Okay, we also had some fun yesterday and did a circle. Do you guys remember that? And we also had a lot of fun and we did a draw text. Okay, so the drawing of the circle is previous x, previous y. Current x, current y is the second x and y point. The previous x is your x, y radius. And your radius is just a simple random integer, and I would go from like 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 or something like that. You know what I mean? Make it whatever you want. 20 is going to be a 40 diameter circle. 10 is going to be a 20 diameter circle because the radius, you're setting the radius. Are you guys with me on that? You got to know the relationship between a radius and diameters. The radius is half the diameter. Diameter is 2 times the radius. You learn that from your math class. In here, you could also go to your previous x and your previous y, and you can put some text in there and say something like kaboom. Kaboom. All right. And then yesterday we wanted to clear it, so we go to the undo button and we click on it. Did we do all this yesterday? Did we get to undo? Okay. So you want to clear the canvas, so you go down here to canvas. There it is. You tell it to clear. All right. And then the next thing we did was the erase button, which I think I renamed as trash picture, something like that. Okay, so let's go over that real quick. We'll go back to my designer. I don't like the name of that. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call it BTN trash picture. Okay, I'm going to trash my picture. So what I'm going to do is get rid of my picture. How do I do that? You go to the canvas's background image, and you set it to nothing. What is nothing? Well, in computer science, going to text and putting in quotes because it's looking for a string, that's nothing. So now you do not have an image in there any longer. All right. Did we end there? Is that where we ended yesterday? What? Oh, we did do mystery yesterday? Okay, cool. All right, so if I want to go back up here and do the mystery button, I'm going to go click on my mystery button, and you're going to set the paint color. You can duplicate one of these, but we're going to make our own color. This is going to be a custom color here. We're going to go to colors and make it. Customize the color. All right. RGBs run on 0 to 255. Okay, so you can just go to an RGB generator out here, you know, drag a color, you want blue. Okay, notice this has more blue in it, 142. Less blue, more blue, less blue. Okay, you can see these numbers here, red, green, and blue. All right, so you go back to MIT, and then you're just going to put in a random integer that's going to run from 0 to 255. Boom, 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 done. Okay, copy and paste that. Done. All right. You guys cool with that? All right, now what I want to do is show you how to do a procedure. Okay, so is everybody up to date with me right now and ready to do a procedure? Okay, I love procedure calls. Why? Because procedure calls allow us to do anything we want to do. Okay? There's more than just clicking of a button. Okay, let's say I wanted to move Pac-Man. I could create a procedure that moves my Pac-Man guy. All right, let's say I wanted to end the game. What are you going to do when you end the game? I could have a procedure that ends the game. Maybe I want fireworks to go off. Maybe I want Pac-Man to disintegrate. Maybe I want him to blow up. You know what I mean? I can make it do whatever I want to do. So you go to procedures. Everybody following with me here? Go to procedures and drag in a procedure event. Okay? And I'm going to go, now here, let me back up here for a second. Okay? Let's go into procedures. How many things are in procedures right now? 2. Okay? Watch this. I'm going to drag one out, and I'm going to perform some magic here. I'm going to call this change pen to red. All right? Change pen color to red. Now watch this. Let's go here and put another one in here. All right? And we go in here, and I'm just going to type gibberish. See that? I just typed gibberish. You with me? Now watch this. Go into procedures. How many are in here now? 4. Those procedures that I just created are now populated in there. Do you guys see that? So here's what I can do. Because you guys may not know where we're going with this, but today we're going to do voice. And in my voice recognition, I want to say change the pen color to red. Right? I want to say change the paint color to blue. Change the paint color to green. Are you with me on that? So I can't go back and start clicking on this guy again. So what I do is I put the change to paint red color over here. And now when you click, all you have to do is say, hey, call change paint color to red, and it's going to perform that. Are you with me on that? Now, I can come down here and start doing my voice recognition. Okay, so where's my voice recognition at? Here it is, BTN voice, click. And I'm going to call my speech recognizer to start working. Go get the text, find out what the person said. Just like a camera, you're going to go after getting the text, just like after taking the picture. What are you going to do with the picture? You got to figure out what you're going to do with the text down here. So I'm going to do a control if. You guys with me on that? And I have to figure out, what did they say? Did they say change the pen to red? Did they say blue? Did they say Mr. Richter's awesome? What did they say? I don't know what they said, so I got to figure out what they said. If, right? It's an if statement. How many people have, guys, how many guys in here have asked a girl out on a date? Okay, Bryce is the only good-looking one that has. Good for you, Bryce. All right. If she says yes, what are you going to do? Go out on a date. If she says no, That's right. Go to your room and eat some ice cream. All right. Do something to boost up your ego. Go to the gym and start working out. I don't know. All right. So if what they say, it depends on what they say. Are you with me here? Okay. So we're going to do a logical equation here. If this result, everybody asks me, where do you get result from? I hover. See how I hover? I hover over the result and I pull it out there and I get it in there. Okay. If the result is equal to, I got to figure out what they said. So if they said red, right? Now I can go into my procedure and say, hey, change my paint color to red. And it's going to do the same thing that the button clicking on red was going to do. All right. How many people have dialed in a phone number before? Okay. And then how many people saved it to your contacts list? Why do you save it to your contacts list? What? So I don't have to dial it every time, right? You're working smarter, not harder, right? That's exactly what I'm doing right here. Okay. I am putting it in my contact list so I don't have to rewrite that code over 20, 30, 40 times. Who's getting this? Thumbs up if you're getting it. Okay. Now let me show you this. In the result of in the if statement, there's a little tiny blue button here. I'm going to blow it up so you guys see it. Can you guys see this little tiny blue button here? It's got a little gear on it. That's called the morph button. It's a mutator button. Morph and mutate means to do what? Change, okay? If you would morph into alien right now, you're going to change from a human into a alien, all right? You're going to change. So what we do here is we click on this button and we start adding. See how I drag them over here? And then I want to put an else down at the bottom. I can start adding more else ifs. So I'm changing my if statement by adding more else ifs here. And how many can I add? As many as I want, as many as I need. Okay? All right, you with me on that? So now I can go back up here and said, what happens if the person says blue? What do you think they would want? By the way, you got to be careful with this. Do not type in capital BLUE. Why? No. Siri and voice recognition does not understand capitalization. So don't capitalize these. I learned this the hard way. Try it. Try putting in capital blue here. Capital BLUE. It won't work. Okay, why? Because when we speak, Siri, the computer doesn't know if you're capitalizing or not. Okay, so you need to make sure this is lowercase BLUE. All right. Now I can go back up here and build another procedure then. Okay, just like I did this guy here. Okay, I'm going to say, hey, change this. This procedure is going to be changed to blue, and now I can take everything out of here. Change that to blue. Okay, there it is. It's populated now. And let's go do one for green. So come down here, change pen to green. Take this guy out. Oops. Take this guy out. Okay, put that in there. And then go get your procedure called. Now, do you see how there's 3 of them in here? All right, you guys good on that? And now I can go down to my voice and just call that. Do you guys see how I was changing it to red, blue, and green up there? It's going to perform that for me. So you change this guy to blue. And then you copy and paste this. And what happens if they say green? And then you just copy and paste this. And you're going to build this and let this be green. Okay? Yeah, we can do whatever you want. Okay, so if you want to do a mystery one, if they say mystery, okay, then you just go back up here. What about clearing the canvas, right? I need to make one for clearing the canvas. So where is my mystery at? Here it is. So let's make one for mystery. Okay. Find mystery color. Okay? And guess what? I spelled it wrong. Does that matter? It really doesn't matter because this is going to have whatever I typed right there. Okay? If you don't like it the way it's spelled, then change it. I don't care. Change color to mystery. All right? I can name it whatever I want. Okay? You take this, put that in there. Procedure call, change color to mystery is there. You come down to the bottom, go to your if statement, and now when they say mystery, I'm going to go ahead and change to the mystery color. Thumbs up, you understand what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go back up here to clear screen because do you guys remember that I was also going to shake it and clear the screen? So we have an Excel. So let's do the same thing here. I'm going to create a procedure called clear my canvas. I make my names very clear. I want to make it very simple so that when you look at that block of code, you're like, yeah, I know what that's doing. There shouldn't be any, I wonder what they're doing here. Are you with me? What do you think the procedure for clear my canvas is going to do? It's going to clear the canvas, okay? So you go right here to pick, clear canvas. That goes right there. Right here, you go down here and call, clear my canvas. And now down here, we can do a bunch of if statements. What happens if they said clear? What could I do? Call, clear my canvas. What happens if they said delete? What could I do? No, I'm going to make it clear my canvas because I'm guessing they're the same, right? What happens if they said erase? Could they say erase? And what would I think they're going to expect if they say erase? I'm going to clear my canvas. Are you guys with me on that? How big can this if statement get? As big as you want. So the more words you put in, the more specific, the better your voice recognition will work. What happens if they said clear canvas? Of course, they don't know it's probably a canvas, right? So they're probably not going to say clear canvas. They're probably going to think it's a screen, right? So what happens if they say clear screen? What are we going to do? We don't clear the screen. What do? Clear my canvas because it's not a screen, it's a canvas. They just think it's a screen. Okay. Now we're going to get to my favorite thing here, a little text-to-speech. Siri's going to come into play here. And I'm going to go text-to-speech. Go get a purple call, text-to-speech, to speak. I want her to speak up. You go to a text box, you get a quote, and then if they say something we don't have in our list, we're going to say back to them, sorry, unable to perform that request. Sorry, unable. Trust me, you got to spell it right. If not, she'll go all kinds of crazy and start. Usually, if you misspell it, she usually won't say the word. She'll usually like spell it out. Sorry, UNABVLE to perform that request. She does some kind of crazy stuff there. All right. Let's go up here and have some fun with my text-to-speech because I love text-to-speech. All right. What can Siri say when we change the paint color to red? There you go. So I'm going to go get a text-to-speech, put it in my red, go get a text box. Color has been changed to red. Okay. Copy and paste that. Green. What are we going to say? Color has been changed to green. Blue, what am I going to say? What do you think I'm going to say if they go blue? No, I'm not. Not at all. If they change the color to blue, I'm going to say blue-ya. Okay? You can say whatever you want. I'm just showing you. You can say whatever you want. Are you with me? That's the cool thing about text-to-speech. You can have her or him. You can change it to a guy. You can change it to whatever, you know. You can play around with that. Text-to-speech. Let's go to text-to-speech. If they go to a mystery button, what could we say? Is there any songs with mystery in the words? Where's text? Here it goes. Text-to-speech. Okay. Quote. And I can say, you are so mysterious. Okay? Because you selected the mystery color. All right? Who's getting this? Do you see how I do one little thought process at a time? I work on one little mystery color. What do I want to do? I do one little thing at a time. Okay? Did we do the accelerometer yet? No, we didn't. So let's go down here and go to the accelerometer, and we're going to shake it. When shaking, what am I going to call? Shake it and clear my canvas. Boom, done. And then if I wanted to, I could come in here and do some text-to-speech. And I could have Siri say that the canvas has been cleared. The canvas has been cleared. Done. Okay? So, let's back this up and let's look at all the code that I have in here. How long did it take me to get all that code in there? Well, let's go ahead and see how long I've been recording. 22 minutes. 22 minutes. This is how much code I have. And people, you know, people look at this and they're like, people look at this and they're like, oh my God, I could never do all that. Yeah, you can. How do you do it? One little piece at a time, right? How do you build a million-piece puzzle? 2 pieces at a time, right? You just, yeah, I think you need 2 because you got to connect them. But, you know, and that's basically what we're doing in here. We're connecting 2 blocks at a time. Okay. By the way, you can drag these things and get them all kind of messed up. So make sure they do stay in the blocks they're supposed to be in. That's one of the things that bothers me about MIT. So here's all my procedures, right? And here's another procedure, right? And I'm performing, I'm just making it, I'm giving the car an engine, right? I'm making it run. Okay. What else are we going to do? All right, so I'm going to show you how to do a sound here. Okay, not sure it's going to work while I'm recording, but we'll see it anyway. Down here at the bottom, there's some headphones, and this is called Audacity. By the way, this is another free download. If you guys want to go home and download Audacity, it's a free download, and you get 30 points for doing it. Extra credit. You don't have to do it, but it's pretty cool. It's basically a sound editor. You guys can put songs in here and tear the song apart. You can switch it around. You can put 2 songs together. Have you guys ever seen Pitch Perfect? Okay. Do you guys remember that girl's name? I want to say Bella, but I don't think it's right. Is it Bella? In Pitch Perfect 2, who was the girl that helped? She always had a laptop. Was it Bella? No. The girl who had the computer and she was always doing the songs. What was her name? Becca. Not Bella. Becca. You're right, Becca. Do you guys remember Becca in Pitch Perfect 2? She had the laptop, and she was always. They always did like 2 songs in one. They were always doing overlapping songs. Well, that's what Audacity can do. Okay. So I'm probably going to crash my computer here. I have so much up. Okay. All right. Okay. So guys, this is Audacity. So what you do is you go in here and record, and it starts to record. That was pretty tight, wasn't it? That was great. All right, so I got to unplug this now. Is my sound on? There's something wrong with my, it's not going to the computer, so it's not, let me put this back in. Maybe it wants this back. That would be why it's not all the way plugged in. Okay, that's why. Quit it. Quit. And it starts to record. That was pretty tight, wasn't it? Okay, now, here's the cool thing about this. I can just go right here and play this. Okay, or I can go in here and just pick out one of these sounds. Okay, so now I'm going to go File, Export Selection, and it's going to take me into a folder, and I'm going to go in here to my quarter 3. I don't want quarter 3. I want 16, 17, quarter 4, digital doodle, period 5, and I'm going to say this is my camera shutter, sound 1. Okay? And you guys can go through in here and put artist name. It's like you're actually recording a song and you're the artist. Okay? I want to show you this. This is pretty cool in genre. Look at all the genres of music. It's pretty tight, isn't it? Okay? So you guys can then go in here. So now I have a sound. Am I still recording? Okay, yeah. So now I can go in here, go to sound 1, and you go to source. You guys remember how you upload an image? You you choose this source file. Let's see, I gotta go back to quarter 4, period 5. Where are we at? Where's my sound file? All right, let me go back here. Sometimes it has to refresh. My computer moves so slow, sometimes it has to refresh. So let's go back here to Audacity. Okay, I'm going to go File, Export Selection. Where did I put it? Quarter 16, 17, quarter 4, digital doodle, period 5, and it's an MP3. I'm going to hit Save. Okay, what did I call it? I called it camera shutter save, and it saves as an MP3. Do you guys see that? Test question: what kind of sound files can we use? MP3s, WAVs, and FLAC files. We don't do OGGs. That's a test question. The answer is don't do an OGG. Okay, so hopefully that exports now. Let's see if that exported. Yeah, there it is. It exported now. For some reason it didn't before. So now I can go to Upload, choose a file. Quarter 4, period 5. There it is. See the camera shutter as an MP3? I hit open. And if it loads in here, and it did, do you see how the source file now has a name in it? It successfully uploaded. If they're too big, it'll reject them, so you got to make them smaller. Okay, sounds got to be like less than a second. Songs, I found out your songs, your media player songs, have to be left in less than 60 seconds. So just be careful about your time frame because you're going to take up too much memory. Now, let's go back to where I click on the camera, right, and I take a picture. Okay. When I take the picture, I want to have my sound 1 come in here and play. And it's going to go. Are you with me? And now I have a shutter. I have a camera shutter. If you want a different sound, record a different sound, put it in there. Okay? What happens if I wanted to say smile? Smile for the camera. Could I have said that? Yeah. If I can get it to upload and be small enough in the soundbite. So that's how you do sounds. They're actually pretty easy. Okay? What else can we do in this? You guys want to share? I feel like you guys got all the oh, you guys have all the procedures. That's done. Share button. What do you do on sharing? I don't even know what you do on sharing. So this will be new waters for me. I don't really share a lot. So let's go click on the share button. And we're going to go into sharing and see what we can do. Oh, there you go. We don't have a lot of options. Okay. What do I want to share? What file is it? It's actually the canvas's background image. Okay. So if you go to camera and you go to background image, okay. Let me see if there's an image here. Yeah, you want to save a file. I guess we're saving this picture frame as the file. Nope. That won't work. Do you guys see how that rejects it? That ain't working. Okay. So, where'd all this go? I guess that's just an extra one laying around. If you guys got stuff laying around, throw it away. Share the file. Let me see. How are we going to do this? Okay. So what I'd probably do right now, since I don't know a lot about this, I'm going to go to sharing and click on the question mark. And sharing is a non-visible component that enables sharing files and or messages between your app and other apps installed on a device. The component will display a list of installed apps that can handle the information provided. Social network apps like Twitter and all that stuff. So it's looking for a file from the SD card called GIF or storage, and we don't have that. We don't have that. We don't have it stored as a file. So I really don't know how to do that. 9 minutes left. So we got 9 minutes to figure out how to do this. So how do we do this? I don't know. So let's go figure it out. We got 9 minutes to figure it out. When we capture the image, okay, I wonder if I can make it a string. Let me see if I can create a variable that is image name, and I'm going to set it equal to a string, and then let's see if I can set the image name to this image here. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Yeah. Okay. And then here, I guess you can send this file variables get the image name, and we can put some text in here that says digital doodle, okay, by Dan the man. All right, we can say whatever we want there. I don't even know if this is going to work. I really don't. What's that? Background color is the color. It's of the background. That's like red, blue, green. Yeah, let's go into Canvas and see what they can let us do. I saw some stuff in here. See, here's where we need to like save the file. Save Canvas picture frame, save as file. So here's what we could do. I think we could do this. Here's what we could do. Let's do this. Where'd this go? There we go. Global image name, Canvas picture frame, save as file name. There you go. You got a file name for the image. Okay. That's going to get the picture frame's image. And it's going to give it a name like image 01052795. Something like that. Dot PNG. Whatever it is. JPEG. And then I think that might work. Not 100% sure how to do that. We'd have to research that, you with me, and play around with that. And I want you guys to know that it's okay to not know how to do everything. Are you with me? Now it's just a matter of, okay, let's try to figure it out. Somebody in here like Bryce, who's pretty intuitive, are you with me, can go home tonight and try to figure this out for everybody. Or Keegan. All right? These guys are pretty sharp. So, you know, that's why you try to push yourself to try to do things you've not done before, and that's what programming is all about. You get this idea, and then you try to see if you can make it happen. You know, if we can't make it happen, hey, no big deal. Just take the share button off the app. Are you with me? Or just send it right to Twitter. Okay. Let's see what else is in sharing down here. Okay, BTN share. I saw a couple other things in here. Share file, share message. Okay, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope this helps.